Good morning, dear children. Today we will take new topic development. There is a river that is flowing a flowing river means water flows in it. Suppose a huge wall is constructed across it. In that case, the catchment area you would see when a high wall is built across a flowing river, then the catchment of area increases. Now it has become dam. It is called dam. When flowing water is checked with the help of a high wall across the river, it is called dam. As we know, dams are very useful to us in many ways. For agricultural activities, dams are very useful. Then, for electricity generation, they are very useful. Water level also rises up when we talk of dams. When new dams are constructed, then surrounding areas and underground water gets recharged very soon, and the water level rises in the land. So dam is very useful to us in many ways. Okay. Before constructing dams, there were some houses here. That time, houses. After constructing, we see the problems of people, those who were living in these villages or houses. When the construction is started, at the very moment, the people, those who are living in the catchment area, they are supposed to be shifted somewhere else. So they face a problem how they would be shifted. The government would shift them somewhere else. Suppose they are being shifted here. In the catchment area, there were some houses. The people, those who were living in those houses or those villages, they were shifted somewhere else. Suppose they are shifted here. It means the people, those who are living here, those who have been shifted, they think dams are not useful to us. Means shifted people say that dams are not useful to us. While canals go through fields, these are fields. For irrigation facilities, dams are very useful. These are farms. Farmers are working here on this field. It means dams are very useful to farmers in many ways. But the same dams are not very useful to the people, those who were shifted from the catchment area. It means constructing dams. We have constructed dams. Constructing dams is a development for farmers. But constructing dams is not a development for shifted people. People, those who are being shifted, it is not development, means dams are not development for them, but dams are development for the agricultural people, means farmers, those who are growing crops and those who are having water from the dams through canals. So we can say that an activity that may be development for one may not be development for the other. It means people have mixed developmental goals. People have mixed developmental goals. Developmental goals. Very often the question has been asked in board examination also. Mixed developmental goals. It means one thing that is development for some people, the same thing may not be development for the other. It means people have mixed goals of development. Then come to next, some people say development means national income. National income. It is said that if national income is very high in a country, it means that country is very developed country, but it is not real. Really, it is not so. Because there are certain reasons, because development depends on national income as well as other factors. Also, there are several factors which are also considered in mind when we talk of development of that country. National income. It is said that it is development. Suppose there is a person who is working hard and he is earning more than 1 lakh rupees 1 lakh per month. But the place where he is working, it is very risky. Anytime death may occur to him or her. It means it is not development. He is earning too much. The people do not prefer to work at the place where it is risky to work there. It means national income. If there is high national income, people call it development, but it is not development, because development depends on other factors also. Just see, the state of Haryana, it has good per capita income. Per capita income means per head income. In state Haryana, per capita income is higher than Kerala and Bihar. Kerala and Bihar. It does not mean that Haryana is more development than Kerala, because the infant mortality rate is higher here. It means infant mortality rate is also a factor on which development depends. It means infant mortality rate should be low. Here infant mortality rate is very low and here infant mortality rate is high. It means people like to prefer to live in Kerala, not in Haryana, whether per capita income is higher here. It means there are certain factors which should be considered when we talk of development or national development or the development of a state. Then other factors which are taken into consideration while talking of development: security, there is a place where men, women, children, old and all people can live peacefully. That place is called as a developed place. It means where security is provided by the state, people feel that they are in security. It means that is a developed country. Then second, self-respect. Self-respect. Suppose the income of a person is very high but he is not respected. It means it is not to be called as development. Self-respect, it is also provided in a nation. It means the nation is developed one. Then security, healthcare facilities, freedom, then equal treatment. Self-respect, if people are respected, then people to work there and they call the nation as a developed nation. Security should be given in a developed country. Self-respect, healthcare facilities are provided properly in a nation. It means the country is developed one. Freedom, if people are free to do work, if people feel that they are free there, it means it is also a developed country. Equal treatment, men and women work together and they are paid the same wages for the same work. It means they are treated equally. Equal treatment, it is also provided in developed country. It means development depends on these factors. Here we can say that there isn't any point that is related to national income. It does not matter whether the income is high or low, but security is provided. It means the place or the state or the nation is developed one. Self-respect, people are respected, that is important one. Healthcare facilities are provided properly. It does not matter whether the per capita income is very low there, but the nation is called as developed one. Healthcare center, healthcare facilities are provided there. Then freedom, people feel that they are free there and they can do whatever they like to do. Means the jobs which are preferred by the people, they can perform that. It means that is also a developed country. Equal treatment, if people are treated equally and for equal work, for equal job, and when we talk of men and women, they are working the same job, they are doing the same job and they are doing for the same period of time, and they are being paid the same wages. It means equally treatment is there. So these are the factors which decide that the nation is a developed one or underdeveloped or developing nation. So developing nations and developed nations, so there are differences we can see on the basis of this point. Now the next topic is resources in a very short. Renewable and non-renewable resources, as we have studied in class 9, we have also taken in class 8 also. Renewable resources means the resources which get replenished in a very short period of time. Suppose underground water. Underground water, when it rains, underground water gets recharged. It means it is renewable resources. It is renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means resources which takes a long period of time in the formation. Resources which get replenished after a long period of time, means generations after generations they get formation. Means in the creation of those resources, it is said that they take a very long period of time. So they are non-renewable resources. Water is very important here. Water, renewable resources. Then we have money in our pocket, but everything cannot be purchased with money. It is said that money is very important one thing. Money, maximum things, maximum products can be purchased with money, but everything cannot be purchased with money. Number one, pollution-free environment. Pollution-free environment. Money can't purchase pollution-free environment if a rich person lives at a place, but the place is in a polluted area. It means he is not capable of avoiding pollution that is in that area. Pollution-free environment can't be purchased with money. Even rich people or millionaire people, those who have too much money, but they can't purchase pollution-free environment. Then infection-free area. Infection-free surroundings or area. Suppose there is an infectious disease that spreads, that breaks out there. Even rich people also face problems. It means money can't purchase infection-free surroundings, infection-free environment. And social security. A person is living in an area that is very peaceful, but it is said that anything bad may happen anytime there. It means the people are not secure there. Means security also can't be purchased with money. There are certain points which we have taken. Very first, we have taken an example of mixed goals of development. We took the example of dams, constructing dams. In the same way, there is also another example. There is a road. A car is running here, and there is a small hut here. There is a small hut here. A lady is here. She is sitting here. The car driver looks at her and says that these people don't want development. Means if the road is broadened, if the road is in length, then it would be properly for the drivers to drive their vehicles on the road. So the driver says that the lady is sitting on the road, means these people don't want development, while the lady says that these people don't want development, means if the road is constructed here, then our huts would be removed from here. It means development for one is not development for others. Thank you very much. Have a good day ahead.